Hey fellas, and welcome back to With a Y. I know I've been away for a while, and I would explain where I've been, but quite frankly, we don't have time. We have more pressing questions to answer, like, what is the thorn ring? A lot of people have been asking, that's not the thorn ring, is it? I felt like it was only right to come back with some deltarune stuff, and if you need a quick refresher, spoilers for the weird route in Chapter 4, but this comes from the weird route in Chapter 4, where Noelle's just like scared off her ass, and she's like, oh no, there's an extra dimensional demon inside my bedroom inhabiting my best friend's body. It's derived from this scene. Basically, you pick a quip, it makes the funny noise, and then Chris makes like some bird shadow puppets with their hand. They're clearly holding nothing, they're doing a little shadow show. Noelle sees what they're holding. Chris, what is that? Chris, that's not the thorn, is it? Or the thorn ring, I suppose? That's not the thorn ring, is it? As she suddenly realizes that the dream she had the other night where some messed up stuff happened actually, indeed, did happen. And basically what's been going on is people have just been sticking the thorn ring into like pretty much every context you can think of. It does not matter what game you're in. It does not matter what game your confessions account is based off of. Emulating Tomodachi. What is this anti-piracy? That's not the thorn ring, is it? Equip. Yeah, your only options are to go through with the choices you've made. I saw someone say that this feels kind of like the evil version of the Chris, where the fuck are we meme that Susie was saying like 4 years ago. Because it's like a specific reference to a character in Deltarune just being placed in literally every other context. This one's like even weirder to me that it took off because the thorn ring is very context specific. It's not just, oh, I'm in a place I'm not used to. It's, wait, that's literally from an alternate route of the game that most of the people posting about it haven't played. Watching the thorn ring become a meme across fandoms feels like everyone breaking into my house. I relate to this pretty strongly. We're gonna be going through some of the ones that I've been seeing on Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, all over the place if I'm being honest. But first we must listen to the Weird Route Jersey Club mix. God! I wish that shit went on for longer, or that there was like a longer Weird Route instrumental loop to like make that into a full track, because it like unironically bangs. And the funniest shit I saw was like people seeing edited images of the same reference getting made, not knowing what the reference was at all. Is this real? What's it about? And it's fucking Clash of Clans going, that's not the thorn ring, is it? Are you seriously posting a reference meme without knowing what the reference is? That's why I'm asking, man! Give me some fucking grace here! Akinator was not safe, perhaps in the only possible way to ever stump this guy. He correctly guessed what it is we were trying to make him think of. I wonder if that's possible. If it wasn't 4 days ago, it definitely is now. Put that shit on, Akinator. I want to use your abilities of foresight for very nefarious and evil purposes. Not too long after people power-scaled Toby Fox and Scott Cawthon, I saw this on my timeline. That's not the thorn ring, is it? That's my best impression of how I imagine Freddy Fazbear to speak in his head. If you guys want me to cover the Toby Fox versus Scott Cawthon who would win thing, it's a little dead at this point, but I still think it's very funny, so let me know. I saw multiple Persona versions of it across like whichever the person posting its favorite game in the series was. I don't understand any of them, but I feel like I get yelled at if I didn't include them in some capacity here. It is very funny how you don't even really need to remix the dialogue at all. You just need to be able to have an option you select that says a quip, and then you fucking copy paste. That's not the thorn ring, is it? From the Deltarune text file dialogue dump. It's one of those things that people are seeing inspiration for all over in the wild. I've never seen this before. Why does it look so haunting? What the fuck? This person tried to leave kudos on a random AO3 fic, and I can only assume it got deleted by the time that they were done reading it and wanted to press the funny heart. An appropriate symbol considering we're talking Deltarune. What did you want to leave kudos on? And someone's like, inspiration struck, I had to do it. That's not the thorn ring, is it? And of course you have to equip it. Like the red heart filled meaning determination is literally right next to it. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Not click yes? I'm sorry, I've already gone past all the dialogue checks where I'm allowed to say it was a prank. I have to commit to this bit now. It gets to a point like where we're doing TF2 shit, man. Like there's just no way around it. Noelle Holiday has accepted Chris Dreamer's thorn ring. Congratulations! Literal Spanthan dialogue forcing them into an arranged marriage. I myself have never played played through the weird route, even if I know everything that happens in it. Usually when these kind of jokes have fandom crossover, the fandom of origin, deltarune in this case, it'll usually be people whose accounts are mostly focused on that baseline game, making the joke about it in another game they also just happen to like. But I'm seeing like TF2 dedicated accounts making these jokes and getting likes off it. I only saw this because I'm into deltarune. I hate Team Fortress 2 with a fucking passion, man. It's not even because the game's bad, it's just like on a personal level, I deeply despise that game. I was replaying Silksong, and I took a really weird route somehow. That's not the Thorn Ring, is it? John Silksong almost looks concerned for the person asking that of them. I know this is a popular character, you're probably gonna set me on fire for not knowing their name, sorry guys. And the only option is to, instead of speak to them, it's equip, it works. Very unsubtly wormed its way into Fortnite. I don't know if this was like a text edit or if this was on like a custom Fortnite map someone had made at some point. I saw someone making a goddamn MMO that looked like the overworld map from Genshin Impact in that game the other day. The idea of the Thorn Ring being some kind of cursed thing that can be in any video game and corrupt it like Turbo from Wreck-It Ralph lends itself to creepypastas, which kind of works on a meta level as well if you're at all familiar with Noelle's in-universe propensity to that same sort of like scary internet media. Like, she would have been drowned up. That girl probably sits down and watches every single Wendigoon 3-hour breakdown like the day it comes out without doing anything in the background. Now, pretty much all of what I've shown so far is the Thorn Ring making its way into other games, usually by fans of those series, not co-opting, but taking the deltarune joke and putting it into their game of choice. You don't really see it get like more meta until you go to where deltarune is a little more at home, like the subreddit, where it turns out the thing we're talking about isn't the Thorn Ring, it's a different kind of ring. That's not the Onion Ring, is it? And the reason you'd ask that question is because it's a lone soldier in a sea of french fries. I don't know if Noelle is a vegetarian just because she's a reindeer. If I'm a monster, I don't really care like what four-legged unintelligent animal like my character design is based off of. I'm fucking eating the same food I would anyways, man. You're not keeping me away from chicken burritos just because I happen to be an avian monster. If I'm Birdly, I'm eating the chicken nuggets. Speaking of, half the deltarune fandom in 2021 deciding a teenage boy deserves to be killed for being annoying.
Kill that boy! Kill that boy!
I concur on some level. That's not, and thankfully Toby Fox was here to save the day for once instead of letting the horrible thing that he literally put into the game himself come to pass. The dog absorbs the Thorn Ring. This one was a particular favorite of mine, one that Noelle, as a gamer with a gigantic flat screen TV in her bedroom, I can imagine went through the trauma of experiencing when she was younger. That's not the red ring, is it? And of all the rings you could see in real life or in your past, it's probably the closest reaction you'll ever have to the sight of a ring that Noelle did to the Thorn Ring. I still have like 60 of these fucking things just sitting in my house. That's not the lemon ring, is it? It's just a fucking PNG of a lemon poorly put on top of Chris's hand. The lemon ring gets equipped and, why the long face? And why do you suddenly have, like, the color palette of a darkener, Noelle? I just love the way that it's drawn on. It makes me giggle. Now, the thing is, this joke is pretty one note. The dialogue is the same, the equip command is the same, and the only thing that you'll see most people changing is the game that it's set in, where the main thing that'll stand out is probably the craftsmanship of making the post, or the context they set it in, like as a funny, fake anti-piracy screen. But even still, I can't help but continue to eat them up over and over again. Me taking everyone's thorn rings to stop this stupid meme trend.
All day! It's great! Give me those! You don't get those! You lost your stupid little privileges! Fuck you!
This guy actually just wants them all for himself. He just wants to be able to laugh at them individually, but rob the world of collective joy at the same time. I think this version where absolutely nothing is wrong, like Noelle is not at all caught off guard with the situation she's in, to be very amusing. Oh hey, that's the Thorn Ring, right? I recognize that. It was in my dream, which I now know to be real from the other day. You had people epically putting this in Minecraft. That's not the Thorn Ring, is it? Weird error, and kudos for being able to stick in the proceed dialogue somewhere in your image edit, as well as the equips. Just Alex's skin being called Steve it's a bit of a pet peeve. That's not the Thorn Ring, is it? And I'm gonna be honest, the first time I saw this particular version of the joke, I thought I was smoking crack or that like something was wrong with my phone. But then this guy gave us a quick little etymology lesson that actually made it pretty clever. For those who don't know, this symbol, thorn, was a letter that used to be part of the English alphabet, making the th sound. I do not enjoy typing with it, truthfully. And they commit to this bit by replacing any time the th sound needs to be made with that now long abandoned letter. Pretty cool stuff, man. I did not expect to actually learn something about real world language history through this. Someone managed to put this shit on a calculator, and this is kind of what I meant by the level of effort / craftsmanship that went into constructing the bit at all. Like, theoretically, typing on your calculator or even loading Doom on one of these things is not that hard. It's just cool that they went through the effort of it so they could get like a pretty high effort shit post on a deltarune subreddit. That's not error. The thorn ring. Error. Is it? Error. Equip. Personally, I'm glad that this is happening to Toad because I think he's just caused decades and decades of collective annoyance by telling us that the princess is not in whatever castle it is we happen to be meeting him in. As far as I'm concerned, it serves the poor sucker right that he has this shit happen to him. And the last meta one I'd like to highlight is fucking this. I feel like there's something weird here. I can't put my finger on it. Chris, that's not the Noelle, is it? I can't tell. They didn't put like a really obvious image macro of Noelle's head over Chris's hand for me to realize that that's what's being equipped. Anyways, that's all I got for this video. That email's in the description if you guys want to send me any video topics. Anyways, piss off.